Antonio Conte may leave the club this summer. The Belgium international slotted the ball home in the 22nd minute after being brought down by Phil Jones, who was shown a yellow card for his last-man challenge. United had enough chances to equalise in the second half, but the Blues stood firm to win the competition for the 8th time in their history. Given both managers' tendency towards caution in big games, the first goal was always likely to be of huge significance here, and so it proved. It was clear from the opening exchanges that Ander Herrera had been tasked with keeping a close eye on Hazard, a player he successfully man-marked in United's 2-0 victory over the Blues last season. Such a duty meant the midfielder often appeared in right-back or centre-back positions. At times it looked as though United were playing a three-man defence, with Herrera to the right of Chris Smalling and Jones. Chelsea were the quicker to settle, and it was they who had the first attempt, Hazard testing David De Gea with a low drive after skipping past Jones. Both teams were sloppy in possession, though, with Hazard and Marcus Rashford misdirecting simple passes out of play, and neither side posed much of a threat in advanced areas until the goal midway through the opening period. Hazard struggled to deal with Herrera's close attention in the aforementioned match at Old Trafford in April 2017, remaining in his fixed position without ever really dragging his marker into uncomfortable areas. Aided by his more central role in Antonio Conte's 3-5-1-1 formation, the 27-year-old did a much better job of varying his movement on this occasion, and it was a run into the right-hand channel which created the opener. Trophy. They've done it. Chelsea have won the FA Cup for an 8th time thanks to Eden Hazard's first-half penalty. Jones seemed to have done a reasonable job of putting pressure on Hazard and narrowing the angle for the shot, but his last-ditch lunging tackle was always unlikely to be successful. The Belgian picked himself up, and coolly passed the ball into the back of the net. United enjoyed a greater share of possession after the goal, with Chelsea preferring to go direct to Olivier Giroud once they had the lead. It was hard to discern the Red Devils' attacking game plan, however, and they did not create a meaningful opportunity until Jones, seeking redemption, headed wide on the stroke of halftime. Jose Mourinho's men were much improved in the early stages of the second period, attacking with greater urgency and purpose. They were first to every second ball and looked to counter-press whenever possession was conceded, with Chelsea twice guilty of taking too long to clear their lines. Rashford's wicked delivery from a wide free kick called Thibaut Courtois into action, before the England international stung the palms of the Chelsea goalkeeper from just inside the box. United had the ball in the net in the 63rd minute, Alexis Sanchez tucking the rebound home after Courtois had saved Jones' header. The linesman's flag denied them, but United continued to push forward, with some intricate interchanges involving Rashford, Jesse Lingard, Sanchez and Paul Pogba requiring Chelsea, who were only able to relieve the pressure with Hazard-led counter-attacks sporadically, to remain fully switched on. Despite that, the next big chance fell the way of the West Londoners. A typical lung-busting run from N'Golo Kante saw him carry the ball to the edge of the United box, but Marcos Alonso was unable to apply the finishing touch after being played in by the Frenchman. Moments later, Lingard found space between the lines and slid a pass through for Rashford, whose danked finish was ably blocked by Courtois. United supporters were delighted to see Romelu Lukaku introduced alongside Anthony Martial with 72 minutes on the clock, and a tricky run down the left from the latter brought a corner from which Pogba nodded a free header wide of the mark. That would prove to be United's last real chance, as Chelsea successfully took the sting out of the game with some useful spells of possession late on. Nemanja Matic, under pressure from several Blues defenders, headed an Antonio Valencia cross over the bar in stoppage time, but Mourinho's side were unable to find the goal that would have forced an additional 30 minutes. For the first time since 2012, the FA Cup belongs to Chelsea. Want to read more football articles? Register with The Sportsman to personalize your news feed with your favorite sports and football team.